I'm doing my presentation over Max Werthimer. He was born in Prague, in the Czech Republic. He was born April 18, 1800, and he died October 12, 1943. He was a German psychologist, and for his 10th birthday, his parents gave him, like a philosopher, his work collection, and it influenced him to become intelligible, and it helped him develop smart-wise. He studied law at the University of Prague, and then later on in life he switched to psychology, studied under Stump at the University of Berlin. And then in 1904 he graduated with his doctoral degree at the University of Würzburg. He was on his way from Austria to Germany for a vacation, and he was gazing out the train window, and he was memorized by the movement of poles, fences, buildings, distant hills, and mountains. And he saw it from a new perspective, and he happened to go into a toy store and he bought a stroboscope. A stroboscope has a series of images mounted on a wheel turned into a viewer, which that's what that is. I had one as a kid, and I don't know if y'all did or not, but I liked it. After observing flashing lights at a train station, it created illusion of movement, and he became interested in the study of perception. While at the University of Frankfurt Psychological Institute, he became longtime colleagues with Kohler and Kopfa. Then they all created, they formed a school of thoughts known as Gestalt psychology. Gestalt psychology is a school of thought that looks at the human mind and behavior as a whole. It forms partially as a response to structuralism of William Wundt. In 1910, he discovered 5 phenomenon, which that concerns with illusion of motion. The 5 phenomenon is illusion that when 2 lights are rapidly turned on and off in succession, something appears to move backwards and forwards at the same time while the light stays stationary. And then in 1933, shortly before the Nazis seized power in Germany, he joined the graduate faculty of New School of Social Research, and he ended up moving to the U.S., and New York is where the school was. He had an enormous influence on other areas, including sensation and perception, as well as experimental psychology. The New School became one of the leading schools of psychology during the early 20th century, and it rose to be an influential school in Gestalt psychology. Like I said, he was one of the founders of Gestalt psychology, and he left a huge impression on it and on the minds of psychologists and on the work. Gestalt psychology has been far-reaching in the last 3 decades, and it is likely to expand in the future. And these are some of the images that I found that has to do with Gestalt psychology. And that's it.
Could you back up? Show us the images again. So how would you explain those images as being a part of Gestalt psychology?
I think it's kind of trippy to me.
Okay, why?
But they're really cool. I don't know, because nobody's really thought of it like how he sees it, and it comes from a different perspective.
So how would you explain like the vase or face, whichever way? How would you explain that from a Gestalt perspective?
Like, if it was, like, from my perspective, like, the first thing I would see would be the vase. I wouldn't see the faces, because some people can see the faces other than other people can see the vase.
And why? What was different about that? His look, how he looked at that, or how the Gestaltist looked at it?
I guess he looked into it deeper. Like, I don't know.
Okay. Anybody else?